Welcome back, YouTube. So this is my Lantern Year, I believe it's Lantern Year 13 Showdown. It is a Nemesis encounter with the hand. So there's the artwork from the book. And I'll read it to you. There once was an entity that knew everything, but never spoke. For every secret that escaped, it became weaker, and its enemies stronger. So this is the hands fight. So I fought the hand many times in my previous campaigns that I've done, and as boring as it sounds, I found out if you don't have strong enough weapons, which I don't, that the best thing to do against the hand is not to fight him. So we're going to try to survive the hand. And so what we got is Dua, who's our male twin. Dua's got a full set of rawhide armor and catgut bow. I got Lipa, who is my female twin. She's got a full set of rawhide armor and a lucky charm and the cat's eye circlet. I've got Valkyrie, who's got crazed and hoarder. She's got all of the lion armor except for the skirt. She has the king spear. And we have Tom. Tom, I gave him the whip. I have got a counterweighted axe for him. The best thing about Tom, though, he's got cross arm block. And he does have the white dragon gauntlets, which give him an armor of 12 on the arms. So we're going to see if we can't survive by letting him take some of the damage. We'll use as much evasion as we can. And we'll try to get down to the bottom of this AI deck so that we can get the, I think it's the applause card. Alright, all the eyes are closed at the moment. He does have Ghost Step, which I'll read that on his turn. We actually get to go first. And, let's see. We start off on the board edge. And the hand starts off on the stone face. Because we are defending our settlement, because he came to us, we actually get to go first. And we're going to see how this fight actually goes. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to have Valkyrie here search the ore vein. So let's see what she gets. Oops, sorry, I'll do this in the box so you can see. It's a 2. Says find nothing, archive the terrain. Well, that's disappointment. Would have been nice to have some iron, but that's okay. And now she's going to 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We want Tom to be attacked. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to go ahead and go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we'll do that. And Dua's actually going to use her Rawhead Headband. So let's see what these cards are. So we've got Liver Blow and we got Bullet Jab. Probably should have done this first. So Liver Blow is survivor with the most green affinities. That's nobody or everybody. Closest threat. Bullet Jab says survivor with the most blue affinities. So we don't want that one right away. Because that would be Dua. But we've got to choose one of them, right? So I guess it really doesn't matter. The most green affinities is nobody and everybody. So then he would pick the closest threat. So let's go ahead and do that one up top. Because that'll end up being Tom. The problem with the hand... 1, 2, 3, 4. The problem with the hand is he has so many attacks. Like a ridiculous number of attacks. It's almost meant to try to kill you. Try to weed out your settlement a little bit. Alright. So that's the end of our turn. We're going to make the monster controller Tom, because we would have done that because of his cross-arm block. And here we go. So, survivor with the most green affinities. Nobody has anybody. Could be anybody. But then it says closest threat anyway, so we'll choose Tom. So he'll Ghost Step. So what Ghost Step says is, unlimited range, move the monster until it passes through the target, then stop and turn to face the attacker. Thank goodness I don't have a blind spot. Any survivors the hand passes through while performing ghost step suffers 1 brain damage per monster level. Well, he got targeted, plus he got the -1, so it's really a wash on insanity. Any survivors the hand ends its movement on suffer collision normally. Great. So then he's going to do liver blow. So 2 attacks. It's a 2+ to hit. So he's got an evasion of 1 and a 1 for his monster grease. So it's a 2+, 3+, 4+ to hit Tom. So that is 2 hits on Tom. And it's 5 damage apiece. So, with cross-arm block, it says, whenever you are hit, after hit locations are rolled, you may change 1 result to the arms. So we're probably going to end up doing that, and we'll dodge 1 of them. So Tom dodges 1. He's down to 3 survival. We'll roll both body, so we'll dodge a body, and we're going to change the other one to arms. So he's down to 7 armor on the arms. And that's the first AI card down. Cost us a survival, and it cost us 5 armor on his arms. It's now our turn. So we're going to go ahead and let's see. We don't have a founding stone, so we can't automatically wound him. I really don't want to wound him because the hit locations have some nasty reactions if you fail. So we're just going to move. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. We're going to spread them out a little bit. And we're going to take a look at the top AI cards with our raw head headband. Again, that's bullet jab, which is 5 attacks. And then Thunderbolt right. Survivor with the most red affinities. Well, that's any of us, and it could be Tom again. It's 2 attacks, but it's a 4+ to hit. So some of our other survivors have a lot of evasion. So a 4+, 5+, 6+, 7. It would be a 7+ to hit Dua or Lipa. It's got to be Dua because she's got the red, and we could probably dodge the other one. So we're going to go ahead and do the Thunderbolt right, even though it does 7 damage. And that's the end of our turn. So our monster controller is now Lipa. We're going to draw that card, which is Thunderbolt right. Survivor with the most red affinities. We're going to choose Dua, who's our archer. He moves through Dua, turns to face her. She's going to take 1 insanity. She's down to 3 insanity. And that's right. She takes a brain damage, right? Suffer 1 brain damage per monster level. And now he's going to attack twice. So it is a 4+, 5+, 6+, 7+ to hit Dua. That is two hits. So 7 damage on the waist and hand. We're going to dodge the waist. Does he lose it? No. And we're going to have to take 7 damage on the hand. 4 takes me to heavy. And right away, we are into severe injury. So the way to survive the hand is to not roll low on these charts and just let it trash the characters as far as their stats go. Okay, come on. That's a 2. Okay, so mangled, armless torso. The vision fades along with the sight of your mangled, armless torso. -1 character. So Dua's dead. It is our turn now. I'm going to take a look at the top 2 AI cards, and I'm going to leave my characters where they are. And bullet jab, rude slap. What is the penalty? The penalty is here, and I think the penalty is bad. The hand points at a random survivor. They must roll on the table below and suffer broken ribs. Well, that would save us. So we're going to put Root Slap on the top. And the monster controller is Valkyrie. We pull Root Slap, and it's a duration card. So what it says is when this card is drawn face down, the monster points at the ground. And then when this card is drawn face up, he gets 2 attacks at a 2+, doing 6 damage. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We could get Valkyrie into that spot. Otherwise, he's going to break somebody's ribs. I think we're going to randomly let him break somebody's ribs. Let me read the penalty again. If you have no survival, your ribs suddenly twist inward to puncture your heart. If you have no survival, you die. Otherwise, lose all survival. Nope. We're going to go ahead and move Valkyrie into the spot. Okay, so it's our turn. We're going to move her into that spot so that she's in the Rude Slap spot. The monster controller is now Tom. We draw Rude Slap. And because she's there, she gets attacked. It is 2 attacks. It is a 2+ to hit her. She has no evasion. 2+ to hit her. That's 2 hits. She'll dodge 1, of course. The body and the body. Well, she'll dodge one of the bodies. So she's down to 3. And she's going to take a severe injury to the body. So let's see what happens to her. We'll roll on the severe injury table. Good Lord, I might as well leave this severe injury table out because I have a feeling we're going to roll on it a lot. Okay. And it's a 3 on body. Bleeding, gain 2 bleeding tokens. Okay, we can handle that. It's a lot of bleeding tokens, but she didn't die. It is now our turn again. And I'm just going to leave her down. We're going to let him draw an AI card. And the monster controller is Lipa. So it says survivor with the most blue affinities. That's going to be Lipa. So he's going to come across here and pass through her and her. So Valkyrie's going to take 1 brain damage, so she's down to 7. Lipa's going to take 1, so Lipa's down, Lipa, I'm sorry, Lipa's the one that's still alive, is down to 2. And it is 5 attacks. Good gracious. 5 attacks. And it is a 2+ to hit. But Lipa does have 3 evasions, so 2+, 3+, 4+, 5+. 5+ to hit. So 4 hits. She'll dodge 1. Does she lose that? She does. So 3 hits, 2 damage to these locations. So we're looking at the hand, the body, and the waist. So spreading them out. Arms, body, waist. She has 0 armor on all those locations now. And that's the end of that. We're going to keep the eyes closed because if we attack and do damage, then the lens is open and really bad things happen. Okay, so no severe injury for her. She's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Valkyrie stands up. 1. Okay. And let's see what he does. The monster controller is now Valkyrie. Liver blow again. So liver blow states, survivor with the most green affinities could be anybody. Closest threat, we're going to make it her anyways. He's going to go through her. He's going to turn around. She's down to 1 insanity. And he's going to do 2 attacks. It's a 2+, 3+, 4+, 5+ to hit. 2 hits. It is 5 damage to these 2 locations, the body and the foot. So we're going to dodge the body. And she does lose that survival. And we're going to take a severe injury to the foot. Okay, and on the severe table, oh, it's a 1 blood geyser. Blood shoots from your femoral artery at an alarming rate, killing you instantly. Down goes the other twin. Twins are down. Okay. We're not going to do anything. And the monster controller is now Tom. It's only going to be Tom and Valkyrie from here on out. Tom's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. He's going to use his bandages on Valkyrie and get rid of her 2 bleeding tokens. And Valkyrie's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're going to end our turn there. It is the hand's turn. So the monster controller is, like I said, Tom. It's a duration card. Take your best shot. When this is drawn face down, the monster turns to face away from the most possible survivors. Then it moves 1 space forward, crosses its arms. Alright, when this is drawn, while this is in play, the monster gains -10 evasion. If a trap card is revealed for any reason, place the monster behind the revealer. The revealer suffers the following. When this card is drawn face up, draw an AI. Oh, well, that's fine. We're just going to let it sit. And we're just going to sit. So now it's going to be drawn face up. So down it goes. We're going to draw an AI. It's bullet jabs. The most blue affinities, which is nobody or everybody. We're going to choose Tom. He turns around. He's going to attack Tom 5 times. It is a 5+, 6+, I'm sorry, a 2+, 3+, 4+ to hit him. So that's 5 hits on him. Okay, and 2 damage to these locations. Foot, body, body. All right. Well, he's going to dodge 1, so I think we're going to dodge the foot. So he dodges the foot. He's down to 2 survival. He takes 1 to the foot. It's a light injury. He takes 1 to the body, which is a heavy injury. And then he's going to make the other one hit him in the arms. So he's down to 5 armor. Okay, so he survived. We're not going to do anything. So we're going to let him draw an AI. Soft chuckle. The noise fills... Oh, I'm sorry. The survivor controller is Valkyrie. The noise fills the survivors with an unprecedented dread. All non-death survivors lose a survival and roll a d10. Add each survivor's courage to their roll. On a 15+, the survivor is knocked down in fear. Okay, so everybody loses a survival. Valkyrie's down to 2. Tom is down to 1. And roll a d10, add each survivor's courage to their result roll. On a 15+, the survivor is knocked down. So Tom has a courage of 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. Okay, so Valkyrie needs a 9. Nope. So, and there's no way that Tom could actually reach that value. So what it says is, otherwise they suffer 5 brain damage, gain a -1 accuracy token from shaking limbs, and full move directly away from the monster. So the important thing here is 5 brain damage. Tom's down to 3. Valkyrie is down to 2. They get a -1 accuracy token. Well, I'm not attacking anyways. And then... and full move directly away from the monster. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's knocked down. So here's a good rule. He can't move. Otherwise, they suffer 5 damage. So I'm guessing he shaking limbs and full move direct. So he's going to stand up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And he's going to lay back down. That's the way I'll play that. I don't think there's a wrong or right way to play that. I'm just going to say he freaks out, he stands up, he runs away, and then he drops to the ground again because he was knocked down. It doesn't really matter. It's after the monster's turn. He stands up anyways. It doesn't really play into it. He can either stay there or not. But I'm not doing anything. So the monster controller is now Tom. We have another duration card. While this card is drawn face down, the monster casually opens his arms. When this attack is drawn face up, target and attack all survivors in the right spot. Well, we want somebody in the right spot. So when this card is drawn face down, the monster opens his arms. So he does that. And now we have to move Tom up here so that he's in the spot. The monster controller is Valkyrie, and we draw it face up. So let me read this to you. When the card is drawn face up, target and attack all survivors in the right spot, which is the 6 spots in front of them in a straight line right here. Okay? It's 2 attacks, to 2+ to hit. So it's a 2+, 3+, 4+ to hit Tom. So that's 1 hit. Tom's going to dodge. So that is Tom's last survival. Otherwise, he would have done 6 damage. Can't have that. We do nothing. We're going to go here. We're going to go here. The monster controller is Tom now. And we draw Thunderbolt Right. So, survivor with the most red affinities. We're going to choose Tom. Okay, so he goes through Tom. -1 insanity. He gets 1 insanity for Ghost Step. It is 2 attacks. It is a 4+ to hit Tom. 4+, 5+, 6+ to hit Tom. That's 1 hit. It's 7 damage. Tom's going to redirect that to his arms, which takes all of his armor, and it goes to heavy. Thank goodness for cross-arm block. And knockdown. We do nothing with our turn, and it is now Valkyrie's turn to be the monster controller. We draw Applause. At the start of the showdown, place this card face down at the bottom of the AI deck. We did that. The survivors fall to their knees in agony, their bones suddenly healing and changing. For each survivor, cure all broken injuries and roll a d10. We don't have any broken injuries. We have 2 dead survivors, but I guess they're broken. Cure all broken injuries and roll a d10. For each survivor, cure all broken injuries and roll a d10. Then end the showdown. Okay, so here's Tom's d10. It's a 5. So it says gain +1 permanent strength. Not bad for him. And here's a 9 for Valkyrie. So Valkyrie's 9 says gain +1 permanent strength, accuracy, evasion, and a random fighting art. Oh, that's awesome. So she's got 2 accuracy, +1 strength, +1 evasion, and a random fighting art, which thanks to our romantic principle, we get to draw 3 and we'll pick 1 for her. So here's the 3 I'm going to pick. 1 from the top, Unconscious Fighter, which means 7 bleeding tokens to die. 1 from the bottom, which is Tumble, which is actually an awesome fighting art. And Double Dash, which we've seen a million times. I'm going to choose Tumble. So now she gets to Tumble, which is when something would collide with you, roll a d10 on a 6+, you successfully tumble out of harm's way. Instead, place your survivor standing on the closest free space outside the collision path. So very cool. So she now has Tumble and Crazed. And Tom just has cross-arm block, which is freaking awesome for him. So we are victorious, even though we lost 2 survivors. If there's an easier way to beat the hand, let me know, because if anybody's actually tried to fight the hand, it is a bloody battle, and you better have some very high power, high strength weapons. Victory, 1 hunt experience, +1 weapon proficiency level, if we have any. Yes, we do. But nobody actually hit, so nobody's getting a weapon proficiency. And rewards. The hand hesitates before leaving. Roll a d10 and consult the table. The group gains any listed resources or gear. Okay? Oh, it's a 1. The hand vanishes. The group finds 1 broken lantern resource and a skull basic resource. Suffer a -1 population. Oh, we did not need that. Okay. So when you see me next time, we're going to have -1 population. We do get a skull basic resource, which we're going to give that insanity to Valkyrie. So she has 3 insanity. And we get a broken lantern and a skull. So that's what we walk away from. 1 hunt experience, a broken lantern, and a skull. And 1 dead survivor. So that's the aftermath. We haven't made it to that phase, so it's still during the showdown. So we actually lost 3 people during the showdown, which means we're going to get 6 endeavors at the settlement phase. Okay, well that ends the showdown. Thanks for watching, and when you see me again, we're going to do Lantern Year 14 settlement phase. Thanks.